Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. For today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a Shantopolis world update. I'm telling y'all, this is a good one. This is a good update. We're going to go ahead and discuss what in the world is going on with Foodie Beauty. Big changes were made in the past 7 days, I suppose. As we all know, she was gone off the platform, and we will get to the specifics regarding that, but she does admit it was not by choice. And she has popped up back in none other than the land of the free. Oh wait, no, that's here. I mean, Canada. What does this say about her life going forward? Will her marriage survive such a long distance? And how long will she really be there? Things are getting interesting, and I'm super excited to see what goes on in this new arc. But I can't help but think of any number of things that could send her right back to Kuwait. Today's going to be our last day with the Easter decorations, so say goodbye to the bathtub peeps. Those are absolutely my favorite addition. And that tree, I actually got that at the Dollar Tree for $5. Yeah, they sell $5 stuff now. It's raining so much. Like when they say April showers, they're not kidding. But let's just get right into it. I mean, shallowy. Honestly, I just feel more productive in the rain because I don't even want to go outside. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by working inside all day. All right, you guys. Yes, Chantal Everyday Miriam. Well, I guess we can leave Miriam behind. She's back in Canada. Last we spoke about her, she had gone missing, with many people speculating the worst had happened. Was there some sort of emergency? Was Salah out canoodling with other women? Or did she simply get in trouble? I think she is leaving some things out here, but she admits that she was given a slap on the wrist and suspended from posting for a week. But what exactly made her change her mind so drastically when it came to returning to Canada in just that short amount of time? Was this something she planned before the break? Before we talk about the return live stream, let's go back just a few weeks ago, March 4th, 2024, exactly 1 month ago. She had come on to eat Applebee's and share what she had called at the time a huge announcement. Remember that? She said that she was going to return to Canada, mostly for her health, as she thought she would be bound to a bed if she stayed in Kuwait. She just can't survive that summer heat. But then on March 5th, just shy of 24 hours later, she announced that she was staying in Kuwait. She knew returning to Canada meant straying from her faith and leaving her husband. She was just being impulsive again. But we had stated in Girl Talk at the time, I thought Salah begged and pleaded with her to stay, but who's to say? I, for one, think that this whole Kuwait arc was one big impulsive mess. She needed a change after finally ending the sordid relationship we all endured with Nader El Shamu. Is Canada impulsive? Let's talk about what she was saying yesterday during her first live stream back, announcing the big change titled, I moved back to Canada, ... Right off the bat, she's sporting a new appearance. New glasses. Salah picked them up before she left. It's like the first time we've seen her genuinely smile in the past few months. She seems so much happier in Canada, despite the many times she had stated that Canada made her miserable. It wasn't Canada. It was yourself, sweetheart. And so that wasn't going to change no matter where you moved. Chantal says that being away made her realize that her chat, full of trolls, is her support system. You might want to look into that, girl. She's back in the Kia. It got a lot of work done and is ready to hit those drive-throughs. I think that she is so excited to have the chains off, to be able to get in her car and go and do what she wants. Because she wasn't able to do that in Kuwait. She couldn't really go anywhere without Salah. So here's the part where she had what I like to call a brief moment of clarity. She admits what happened was her community tab going after the new channel Kalari C, which we discussed in the previous video. Well, that is what got her removed for 7 days. I've never heard of anyone getting hit because of a community tab, but the way that she uses it, I can't say that I'm surprised.
Hey, don't forget about us. She's gonna come after us. Now that she's back in Canada, where's our money? Where's our attention? Where's our accolades?
Girl, nobody cares. She admits what she did was wrong and takes the L? Yeah, I'm not kidding. This was a gift from God, she says. The break was amazing, and that might make people angry. Girl, who is it making angry? We just think you're Allah. And now she's back on the right track. She got some new clothes as soon as she arrived. So was Salah controlling her spending? She had a very difficult journey getting back to Canada, which is what will stop her from wanting to go back in the future. She really doesn't want to make that journey again, especially not at this size. But what will become of her marriage then? There's only 3 options I see that she has. Option number 1, she brings him to Canada and they live happily ever after. Number 2, she doesn't bring him and stays in Canada. After a few months, they decide to call it quits. Salah is left holding the bag and he becomes just another victim of her impulsivity. See also Pete's, BBJ. Geez, the amount of drama and mess this woman has caused for other people over the years. 3, she returns to Kuwait, and we will go back to the boring, miserable marriage arc. Let me know which route you think Foodie will take. She then goes on this long, drawn-out rant about the passenger she was stuck next to. It's all about her discomfort. I do wonder if he was comfortable. Was he upset because she was taking up too much room? No, it's all about her. That's like a nightmare scenario, right? You're on a plane by yourself and you get stuck in the middle seat between 2 obese people because that was the last ticket. They both have airport McDonald's and you can smell the greasy cheeseburger mixing in with the aroma of your new perfume. It's actually nauseating. It might just ruin this new perfume for you. Every time you smell it, you're taken back to that seat on that plane. Okay, what? Chantal was having a gas attack while they were getting ready to land, and she had to hold it in the whole time. She admits that day, she almost defecated on that plane.
We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane.
So what is going to happen next? I mean, she's 40. She's back in Canada. The world is her oyster. Will she get back with Nader? Is she going to sue FFG? Because she had said she will never go back to Canada because people like FFG are going to follow her around and she's going to have to go to court about her. She's never going to court about FFG. I mean, she has so much on her plate right now. No pun intended. She doesn't have the money to be paying a lawyer. She has to get a new apartment and keep up with Salah's bills in Kuwait. It's just not going to happen. She claims to be in Canada for good and admits one of the reasons she had to get out was summer in Kuwait. She just can't stand that kind of heat and she needs the free healthcare in Canada. She is not planning on divorcing Salah at this time. I added the at this time part. Just saying. Ethical journalism. But she is getting her own apartment in a country on the other side of the world. So here's what I think happened here, because she's definitely leaving something out. This is just her going back to continue what she was supposed to do last time. Who could forget at the very, 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 very tail end of 2023, she returned to Canada. That was supposed to be for good then. That's why people are questioning this trip. But she rushed back to Kuwait to save her marriage after Salah's infidelity was exposed. And she forgave him in less than 24 hours, updating her Beezers on the such, but then dirty deleting the video. What happens if she gets an apartment, signs a lease, and then he cheats? What is she going to do then? This is going to be rough, just in general, for her to find an apartment that she can afford and keep Salah above water. He can't afford new car payments and his beachside condo. He was living in a cramped studio with a broke-down beater car before Chantal came into the picture, and they ended up moving not once, but twice. What was that all about? Foodie says in regards to worrying about what Salah's up to, she's just gonna live her life, and if it happens, it happens. No, really, that's what she said. Is that a normal response to the possibility of infidelity? If it happens, it happens. Shouldn't you have more faith in your partner? She does like to talk about her renewed trust all the time. I don't think she has a lot of that renewed trust to go around, especially not when she's on the other side of the world. And she even admits she is dealing with a lot of anxiety in regards to that possibility of infidelity again. If it's over, just say that. If you're actually never going back, how is it going to work? She said she evaluated the good in their relationship and wants to stick it out despite their issues. Here is where she has lost a lot of people because people were happy that she was back in Canada and that she actually owned up to why she was taken down and was honest about it for once. But of course, she has to ruin that. Now, she claims, keyword claims, that she is getting back her cat, Sam. I don't want to get into the cat BS. We all know she mistreated them, and I don't think she deserves to have that cat back. Point blank, period. Supposedly, Sam doesn't get along with the foster's other cat, so they're happy to return him. She says that she won't let the nails get too overgrown. Right. She's not really fasting for Ramadan anymore. And one of the key takeaways that I took from these 3 live streams, 2 yesterday, 1 today, is that she's ready to pick and choose what she will conform to in regards to the religion. And in Canada, she has more freedom to do so. She's not dropping it, but she's slowly taking the rules a little less seriously. On that note, she's ready to get her Canadian medicine, the green, if you will, and goes on this whole diatribe about how it helps her after a long day to just take some, relax, and get some rest. No. You were greening out all the time, not just at night after a long day. What were the long days back then anyways? She didn't even clean her home at that time. So if she gets the cat back, she'll really be committing to Canada. People will freak out if she pawns that cat off to another person just to return to her cheating loser. Is she going to be funding him? Otherwise, I don't know why he would stick around. That's messed up, but hey, did I lie? Maybe they already broke up. She says that she was happy there, but now she is breaking free. This phrase really says it all. I know she felt the constraints of the culture and religion over there. She even ate non-halal as soon as she was in Canada. It's just not her. She is incompatible with such a thing. She states that she is 40 now and wants to start dressing her age and not like a lady of the night as she dressed when she was with Natter. The new dress is giving grandma's nighty, not gonna lie. This is random, but she also claims that she's going to be getting a new play button with Foodie Beauty on it because the Miriam one has a dent and says Miriam. I feel like I say claims a lot because we know rule number 1, Chantal lies. So these aren't statements, they're claims. So bear with me. She ends the live and pops up for another fast food funeral, bees? No, girl. The fast food has just begun. She does say she's not driving on live stream anymore, so I guess that's a good thing. She has put out some very alarming distracted driving vlogs in the past. She has St. Hubert's. She opts to eat it in her car. First gravy sip, which I am not judging because I love eating in my car. I don't know what it is. It feels like old times. I mean, she's parked in an undisclosed location, stuffing her face in a car. What more could you ask for? It's like we took a time machine and she's not fasting anymore, guys. It really is over. I mean, she just went live. It's only 1:30 and she's eating. So she does, however, claim that she fasted at the beginning. For what? 2 days, girl, the cracks are forming. She just wants to come on live and eat and not worry about that and not worry about the judgment. People wonder what will become of her cat, Julia. Foodie says, I'll see her soon. How is that going to work? Another 2 animals she will abandon. Don't forget the hamster. Although she does claim Salah is taking care of the cat and the hamster. In between shoving her face, she says she has to get healthy and says that Kuwait was boring because of her. She could have made it more interesting. Really? And how exactly? And then talks about how all of her issues impeded her ability to make content. So what's different now? She's in Canada. She's on live again. She says she's going to be going live all the time now, which is something she couldn't really do in Kuwait because she felt constrained to not be herself. It just clashes with the fact that she will always say she was happy in Kuwait. She was happy to be with her man and Julia and her hamster, and she loved Kuwait until she didn't. And then in the next breath, she'll say, I had all these problems. I couldn't put out any content because I was just so miserable. Like, which is it? If it was the health problems, then why are you so giddy and happy now? It's not like the health problems have disappeared. It's only the place that has changed. People are questioning, will she stay in Canada this time? It seems like it was time for a visa run. Maybe she ran out of options. Between hotel and whatever else, she was saving money just going home, even if the ticket was pricey. So is this a visa run and she's just like trolling for more drama and headlines? It begins to get dark and she sulks about the difficult journey ahead, almost breaking down in the Kia, just like old times. It's like she's already having second thoughts about Canada. Can she restart her life in Canada all on her own? It's not going to be an easy journey. All that money on travel, and now she has to come up with first and last. And a security deposit. Oh wait, that's not a thing in Canada. I don't know. She's got to come up with some money. That being if she can actually find a place in her price range. I don't think she'll be back in Ottawa. Let the picking up the pieces arc begin. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Wait, stop the presses. Breaking news. She has just gone live in a live stream titled Jamaican Chicken Patties Lunch Bees. It's like the old days. She's eating Jamaican patties in the car and making such a mess. Her medications make it so she can't fast at all. So now it's the meds, huh? She recalls the mansion she was supposed to move into and says it was divine intervention. That would have been a horrible decision. She says that she looks 50 years old these days and is looking in the Ottawa/Cornwall area in regards to apartments. I'm thinking she should move to Montreal. Yeah. Go to Montreal. People keep inquiring about a health journey. She says, if it goes well, you'll know. If it doesn't, you'll know. Sounds promising. It's going to be quite a challenge for her to keep her new place clean. She doesn't even really have a plan right now in regards to what she is supposed to be doing. Healthcare, apartment, a health journey, weight loss journey, eating. No real plan on anything, so it was impulsive. She changed her name back to Foodie Beauty because that's more of who she is. The chat begins to revolt against Salah. They don't even want him in the side chat. And she addresses the wedding ring profile pic scandal. This sounded like a bunch of phony baloney. She claims that it was just an oversight, and she had another exact same picture without the ring. And that's the one she uploaded by mistake. Right. In regards to the description change, she was just sad from being judged as a revert. What does that have to do with getting rid of the fact you're married in the description? She doesn't want people bad-mouthing Salah. This love story is not over yet. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. For real this time. I didn't get to watch the entire live stream that she's doing right now, eating the Jamaican beef patties, but I think we did cover some relevant parts. And I'm happy with that. I'm sure she's going to be going live a lot more now. And already these live streams are so much better than the ones in Kuwait where she would barely say anything. Maybe she would eat something. For some reason, she was embarrassed to talk about certain things in front of Salah, even if he was in the other room playing his games and not paying any really attention to her. Make sure you guys go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Which way will Foodie go? Option 1, she brings Salah to Canada. Option 2, she stays, but he stays in Kuwait and they break up. Or option 3, she just goes running back to Kuwait. Let me know what option you think is in Chantal's future. Well, you guys know. I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye, everyone.